So today I want to show you my homemade hamburger buns. They're super soft and probably best eaten the day they are made, although they will stay fresh up to 2 additional days. So to start off, I just pre-measured all my dry ingredients: flour, sugar, salt, yeast. You're going to add your warm milk right into the dry mixture. You're going to follow this with a large egg. You're going to knead that for up to, I think it's 6 to 8 minutes. And then once the dough has some strength to it, you're going to add the butter. It should be slightly softened. You don't want to add too much at once. Over time, the dough will get very, very soft again. But if you mix it another 3-4 minutes, it should strengthen up again into a cohesive dough. It will be a little sticky. See how the dough almost looks like the batter at the bottom. With more mixing, it'll come back together. And here I am testing it. You can see that the gluten has developed and it's ready for proofing. I like this little tool here, dough scraper. It makes it very easy to get the dough out of the bowl. Give it a couple more stretches and folds. Form it into a ball. I like to butter the bowl so the dough doesn't stick. And I'm going to cover it and I'm going to let it rest in a draft-free place. I often will put it in my oven, which is turned off, but the light is on. So here it is after an hour, hour and a half, and then I'll divide the total dough amount by 12. You could just eyeball it. After you have all of your pieces scaled, you're going to form them all into balls, or you can roll them on the counter as I'm demonstrating here. I like to use these English muffin tins. I am oiling them so they don't stick. But you don't have to use these. You can simply flatten them and space them about 2 inches apart. I'm going to flatten them gently, fill them up, all set. After this, cover them and place them into my homemade proofing chamber, which is just an oven that's been turned off with the light on. These will proof for about 45 minutes to an hour. So after they're done proofing, I'm going to beat an egg. I'll put you can put a little water or milk in there, and I like to put a sprinkle of salt as well. I'm just going to paint the top of all of these and then sprinkle with sesame seed. And these will bake for about 15 to 20 minutes. Everyone's oven's a little different, so I would suggest checking them at 15 minutes to see how they're doing. I bake them in the middle of the oven, and you don't have to do sesame seeds. You can leave them plain if you don't like sesame seeds. I happen to love sesame seeds. Here they are, ready for the oven. The more you bake them, they'll also risk drying them out a little bit. So you'll just get your mold, a sharp knife, and they just pop right out. So you just do this for each one. So there are your hamburger buns. Aren't they cute? These are much sturdier than the hamburger buns you'll buy at the store. And of course, no preservatives, no funky ingredients. Full recipe at feelingfoodish.com.